Now here's where you want to hear. No weapon. That is formed against you shall not. No, ain't no moaning this time. We had enough moaning. We need some sound teaching. We need to come back to yesteryears. Get back down on the altar. And I'm convinced and persuaded that God is bringing the church back to the altar. And when we begin to cry out before God and lay aside our plate and get down on the altar and cry till your soul is delivered. Clap them hands and say, thank God. No weapon that is formed against you, and every tongue that shall rise up against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. Oh, I remember when you talked about me like a dog. It's my turn. You say I was a low-down, dirty member in the church. It's my turn. Every tongue. Oh, ain't nobody escaping, honey. Ain't nobody getting away. But if you want to see God work in your favor, line up with the word. When you line up with the word, God will line up with you. Lift them hands and say, help me, Lord. Every tongue that shall rise up against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the inheritance of the servant of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, say God. This is God's promise to me, to you. You ain't got to fight them that talk about you. You ain't got to buckle. All you got to do is obey God. Lift them hands and say, help me, Lord. Whew. It's getting hot now. Go with me to Deuteronomy, the first chapter. If we would preach a little bit faster, maybe we can, you know. Well, I'm not talking in turn for you to shout, because there's people need to be delivered. I'm going to give you a testimony, so to speak. Now, look back where he brought you from. I said, look back. Andrew, where he brought you from. He said, what I want you to do is just go back a little bit. And look where he brought you from. Walk. Now look back. I'm not where I used to be. I'm not where I used to be. And that's all God is trying to tell you. When you was walking in the fellowship of God, and when you had that relationship with God, God met your needs. Now, what is the problem here? I heard a preacher say it's going to get so bad until all of us ain't going to have no money. I said, you're lying, the truth ain't in my spirit. I didn't say it to him. No, get that right now. Why you say that? Because when you are walking with God, you are in command. And the Lord said, command ye me. See, in the first chapter of Deuteronomy 6 verse, it said, the Lord our God spake unto us in horror, saying he had dwelled long enough. I heard that message over 30-something years ago. Long enough. Now some of y'all been out of work for several months. Been broke for several years. Ain't moved an inch. But how many ready to move forward? Meat. Look at somebody, tell them. Meat. No, I want to talk to somebody over here, because they sound too dry over there. Meat. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. Meat. Good God from Zion. Now, I want somebody over here that really want God to meet them, but you got to understand now, you got to meet God. Meat. That's what I'm talking about. Meat. That's what I'm talking about. He said, the Lord met us in the wilderness. But now, they had been in boot camp, this young generation, with their hard-headed first generation of parents. See, sometimes you can make it tough. You can make it difficult for the person that's trying to get through. What do you mean by that? She's trying to pray, and you trying to tell her, come on, girls, we'll pray later. You are hindering. You got to keep fighting. So what are you saying? What I'm saying is, God spoke to Moses in harbor and said, you had dwelled long enough in the wilderness. All the hard-headed parents are gone. They wiped out.